Welcome to Literacy Home Learning. This is a literacy unit appropriate for children learning from home during this extended school closure. It is designed to provide learning opportunities for primary age children and will help to develop their abilities within the national curriculum. This is lesson number 5 in the series. Please listen along, pause the video when necessary, and be sure to listen to the task appropriate for your age and ability. To be prepared, make sure you have something to write with and your home learning book. Follow along with the video and be sure to pause when you have been given a task to complete. You will know when to pause when you see the symbol in the bottom corner of the screen. Today's learning objective is to be able to explain a character's feelings. In today's lesson, we will listen to the entire story of Leon in the Place Between by Grahame Baker-Smith.
"I don't believe in magic," said Tom as he settled on the grass in the show tent. Around him the crowd waited impatiently for something to happen. "It's not real," hissed Pete. "It's only tricks." Little Mo looked disappointed. "Shh now," whispered their brother Leon. "It will be magic. You have to believe. Look, it's going to begin." The lanterns went out. In the darkness the crowd fidgeted with excitement. There was a cough, a whisper, and then a loud hush. At last, a soft blue glow lit the stage and the curtains twitched. With a ripple of gold braid, the curtains slowly parted. Bang! 3 jugglers tumbled onto the stage to the pounding beat of a drum. Skittles flew fast and furious, back and forth, up and over. Tambourines rattled, loud and louder. Skittles spun higher and higher. The jugglers twisted fast and faster. Then bang! The skittles went up, but they didn't come down. Everybody cheered and clapped. The jugglers bowed and bounced away. Once more there was only darkness. Now one dim spotlight found a barrel organ, still and silent on the stage. Everyone held their breath. The handle began to turn, but there was no hand upon it. Note by note, the tinkling song of the carousel started to dance from the pipes. Up jumped a barrel organ monkey, all made of wood and tiny hinges. He beckoned the moon to light the mechanical toys. A red-eyed crocodile snapped at a running boy's heel. A ballerina turned on her pink satin shoe. Painted animals paraded into the ark, and a flying machine lurched through the air, up, and over the moon. At last, the barrel organ fell silent. No one stirred. For a moment the tiny creaks of the mechanical toys cast their own spell. Then they slowed, jerked awkwardly, and were still. The solemn monkey took a stiff bow, and the curtains closed, to loud applause. "Now," said Leon, edging forward into the dark. "Now it's going to happen." Outside in the night, an owl hooted. With a swish the curtains opened. Poof! A cloud of purple smoke filled the stage, and there he was, Abdul-Kazam, sparks flying from his fingertips. Leon could smell the magic. "Trust nothing," said Abdul-Kazam, "but believe everything." He threw his arms into the air and the magic began. Paper flowers blossomed from his sleeves. Silk scarves changed colours at a whispered word. Water poured into a hat, turned into night air. Bright white handkerchiefs became fluttering doves. The crowd was amazed. Then Abdul-Kazam stepped aside and there was a door into a box. Who will step into the magic? Leon knew it had to be him. He stepped up onto the stage and climbed into the box. There was a gasp from little Mo, and the door shut behind him.
Inside, the box was not a box. It was a world of doorways to somewhere else. Leon fell down, down, down until he tumbled onto a carpet. "Hello," said a boy in blue pantaloon trousers. "Where am I?" asked Leon. "This is the place between," said the boy. "Between what?" "Between there and back again. This is the place where magic sends you." "Will you show me?" asked Leon. The boy smiled. "Hold on tight." He gave the carpet a tug. With a swoop, off they flew. Everything that disappeared by magic appeared in the place between. Cards and doves fluttered in the lantern light. Coins and rings spun fast, flashing, and were gone. Ropes, cups, and balls danced in the perfumed air. A magician's assistant stepped out of nowhere as another vanished in the blink of an eye. It was a world of astonishment, a world of unexpected. It was alive with magic. The carpet came to rest. "Do you live here?" asked Leon, his eyes huge with wonder. "No," said the boy, "but my father is a great magician. He makes me disappear every night. If I help him, he will teach me magic." Then Leon felt something soft wriggling behind him. A white rabbit climbed gently onto Leon's lap and nestled in his arms. The boy stroked her ears. "She is always here," he said sadly. "She was never called back." Leon hugged the lonely rabbit and gazed around the place between, enchanted and amazed. Suddenly, the boy began to float away. "My father is calling," he said. "It is time to go." Leon waved. "Goodbye," he cried. "I'll never forget." Then, from far away, he heard an echo of his own name. "Leon, come back to us. Leon, return." Leon felt the magic lift him off the ground and back into the darkness. Leon heard a sharp tap. The door of the box opened before him. Leon stepped out with the rabbit still in his arms. Abdul-Kazam took a majestic bow. The crowd cheered and clapped. Tom and Little Mo clapped loudest of all. "Did you really disappear?" asked Pete as they shuffled out into the night. "Of course he did," said Tom. "See, this is a magic rabbit." He stroked her long, soft ears. "But where did you go?" asked Little Mo. Leon smiled. "I went to the place where magic takes you," he said. "Can anyone go there?" sighed Little Mo with a yawn. Leon lifted her up onto his shoulders. "Yes, anyone, Mo," he said. "Anyone who believes." Now time for a quick task. How did Leon feel before going to the place between? Think about how you might have felt if you were him. Discuss this with your home teacher, or write some ideas down in your home learning book. And remember to pause the video whilst you're completing this task. Time for your next quick task. How did Leon feel during his time in the place between? Discuss this with your home teacher or write some ideas in your home learning book. Time for another quick task. How did Leon feel after returning from the place between? Again, discuss this with your home teacher or write some ideas in your home learning book. Why do you think he had those sorts of feelings? Let's try and come up with some reasons. Here are two sentences. One tells us how Leon might have felt, and the other explains why he felt that way. Here's the sentence that explains how Leon felt. Leon felt excited when Abdul-Kazam came out. And here is the sentence that explains why he felt that way. He loves magicians. How can we join these sentences? Now we can join these sentences by using conjunctions. Here is an example of how to join sentences. Leon felt excited when Abdul-Kazam came out because he loves magicians. As you can see, we've used the conjunction because. So as you can see, we added a conjunction. Now conjunctions are words that are able to join two clauses together to create a longer sentence. Some conjunctions we often use are so, if, and, or, because, or but. For example, the conjunction we used in our previous sentence was because. Here it is again. Leon felt excited when Abdul-Kazam came out because he loves magicians. Now time for a quick task. With your home teacher, try to identify the conjunction in each sentence. Sentence number 1. The jugglers were very exciting, but Leon preferred the magician. Sentence number 2. Leon was excited to go to the circus, and he had a magical time. And finally, sentence number 3. Everyone was amazed because Leon disappeared. Let's see how you did. In sentence number 1, we chose to use the conjunction but. In sentence number 2, we chose to use the conjunction and. And finally, in sentence number 3, we chose to use the conjunction because. Make sure you check your answers with your home teacher and edit any mistakes. Now it's time for the main task of the lesson. Key Stage 1, here's your main task. In your home learning book, copy and complete these sentences. Once you've finished this, here's a little challenge. Can you create your own sentence with a conjunction? Years 3 and 4, here's your main task. In your home learning book, use a range of conjunctions to write sentences describing how Leon felt at different stages of the story. Try to use conjunctions like as, so, because, therefore, however, and. And finally, Year 5 and 6, here's your main task of the lesson. In your home learning book, use modal verbs to describe how Leon may have felt during the different stages of the story. We would like you to use the modal verbs would, could, should, might, can, ought to, and must. So how do you think you've done? Time to share your work with your home teacher, but remember, don't forget to check your spelling and punctuation before you do this. Well done everyone, that's the end of Lesson 5. We hope you enjoyed the lesson and choose to join us again for Lesson 6.